49ers get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 54, stop. Check. Undercut.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ryan. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo now. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devonta Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Ryan. He's got Sanu. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Falcons.
59, ready, ready.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, express. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Tighten up. Let's go.
Freeman again, a first down carry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
20.
From the 29, Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready, we're ready. Black 25. Hey, check. He get me. He's not going to get me. Bang.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pick it up. Watch the safety creep. Check safety, check. 39.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't Break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Check, 51. Check, hot route.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And Freeman lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check three.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to Coleman. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Marcus Green on the yard. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come up.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Ryan. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
He's got daylight. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to... And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Check Mike, 55, 25 minutes.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check 6 guys. Watch the ship. Watch the
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. He's got a first down past the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle to Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
12, fellas, here we go. Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, watch it, watch it. Shift. 1, Omaha. Shift. Watch the shift. X3, 218.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Ronald Blair able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Ryan, great. And he's going to go down again. Ronald Blair in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Mike 20. Let's go. Check 3. Check. Ready to go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Hardy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Garoppolo now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 36, Garoppolo dancing to his left. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Switch gears. White. Black.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Niners 42, Falcons 16. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Ryan to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
21.
His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's in for the 49ers score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Gold with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, Zoo. Wait, wait.
Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, Mike. Let's go, D. Get out.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 54.
Hey, exit. No gain on this defense. 20.
To throw again. Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
21. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Space. Here we go, here we go.
Switch, switch, switch.
To throw again is Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense.
Here we go.
But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next.